Hello my friends, today is a tutorial day and today I will be demonstrating on how to make this super cute little snowflake. Okay, if you've been here, you know I always have a story. So these little snowflakes that I'm making today were inspired by snowflakes that my grandma, I called her Nanny. She was the one that taught me how to crochet, and she crocheted us really super cute snowflakes. They were all different styles, and I don't even know where they are. Let's get started. I chose to use a smaller crochet hook as to make my yarn a little bit stiffer so that it would hold its shape. So the first thing that we will do is we will create a magic circle. However you do your magic circle, go ahead and go with that method. I like to do around my fingers and then pull it through this way. So you will chain 2, and then in this magic ring that you just created, you are going to half double crochet 11 more. So your total will be 12 stitches in this magic ring. 1, 2, 3. Sometimes the thread comes out like that. Okay. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Now that I have 12, I'm going to pull this tail and cinch it together. And you want to leave a little bit of a hole. And then you're going to slip stitch into the top of that chain 2 space. Remember, it's going to be a little bit of a tight space. So we go through there and we slip stitch. And now we are going to immediately chain 3. And then we are going to create somewhat of a picot, which is a slip stitch down 1. So we've chained those chains and we've created our picot. Now we're going to slip stitch into the base right there where we started, and then slip stitch into the next space. And now we're going to chain 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And now we're going to slip stitch 2. 1, 2, and then we're going to chain 2. 1, 2. Slip stitch back into the right next to the hook, the second chain from the hook. Slip stitch 2, and then back into that space. Chain 2, and then slip stitch 2. And now we are going to slip stitch down into the chain that we created. And when we hit the end, we're going to slip stitch down into that chain where we started again. And we're going to slip stitch into the next space and chain 3. 1, 2, 3, and create our picot again. Slip stitch 1, and then slip stitch down into the base of that, and we're going to create another arm of our snowflake. So we're going to slip stitch into the next space and chain 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Slip stitch 2. You will slip stitch 2, 1, 2, chain 2, and then slip stitch 2, 1, 2, and chain 2, 1, 2, slip stitch 2, 1, 2. All right, and now we'll slip stitch down the arm of our snowflake. 1, oops, and down into that base again. And we're going to keep doing that around. I'm going to go ahead and continue, and I will speed it up on the video. But before I do that, I need to work this tail in because it's driving me a little bonkers. So what I'll do is just pull that up a little bit, pull my hook out, and taking my needle, I am going to be working that just in through the back of these loops back here. Just working them back and forth. If this was a garment that I was wearing, I usually work it 3 times, but because it's not going to be something I'm wearing, I'm just going to go through it twice. And then I just snip that tail off, so now it'll stay out of the way. And then I'm going to go ahead and, like I said, continue working on my snowflake. So right now I'm on the picot part. Now that we've reached and slip stitched into the base right there, we're going to tie it off. So we're going to weave this tail into our snowflake. And again, just working it back in these stitches like twice. There we go. Cutting that tail off and turning that around. And if you look, it looks like we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of our arms for our snowflake, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of the little picots. Super cute. This turned out really, really cute. Now, there's a couple things that you could do. You could if you were going to decorate a tree, you could just throw it on a tree, literally throw it on a tree. That's what we used to do. The other thing that you could do is that you can just cut a piece of your yarn that you were using and, you know, run it through there and hang it as an ornament. Or you could use some gold or silver thread. I happen to have silver right there, and do the same thing and just, you know, do a little slip knot and hang it up there, and there would be an ornament. Either way, it would be really cute. I would love to see any creations that you make with this snowflake. Please tag me at Scrappy_warriorwoman. Happy crocheting!